Well, the European Union was established by people who'd fought in the Second World War, and they were determined that we wouldn't have any more wars in Europe. And in order to achieve that, they felt that they need to build very strong political connections between the countries of Europe, and that's really what the European Union is. And I think you can see it's been successful because we haven't had any wars in Europe for the past 70 years. We think that the European Union is guaranteeing a better, safer, more prosperous future for us all. So it's really worthwhile you're contributing some money to make sure that we don't leave the European Union and put our future at risk. We've got lots of councillors right across the southwest, and in Stroud, where I live, we're actually running the council together with Labour, and the southwest actually got a very good vote in the general election. 6% on average across the region voted Green, and over 1 million people voted Green nationally, so we're a really significant political force.
We've got 3 MEPs in the southern half of the country, and so that's a significant input. We've got a growing number of councillors at all levels, so that's county, district and town.
A lot of people are fed up with their politicians not working for them, and the Green Party is basically people who've got fed up and have then taken the next step and become politicians themselves, and that's why I think they make really good representatives.
In Bristol, the Green Party does have a loud voice. We have 14 local councillors. We're really making a difference in our city. We're pushing loads of really progressive things around transport, around air quality, protecting our city against the cuts.
By funding us, we're able to get the message out to many more people about the value to both you, but your children and your grandchildren and the generations to come of why Europe as a cooperative exercise is so valuable for the protection of the environment and the protection of people.
We have a particular message that says, yes, we should stay in, but we should stay in so that we can change the way the European Union works.
There's loads of problems in Europe, but they're far better solved within Europe than they are by us trying to take a pop shot from outside.
So I work a lot on tax avoidance, stopping corporate tax avoidance, and because what the corporations do is avoid paying tax by exploiting loopholes between countries, obviously you can only sort that problem out by working together as a group of countries. One of the most important things that we value as Greens is the amazing amount of environmental legislation there is. So we can all remember going to the beach when we were kids and there was literally raw sewage floating up on the beach because it was just poured out without any treatment into the sea. And the European Union law cracked down on Britain and required us to have much cleaner beaches. There's also lots of legislation protecting habitats for wildlife. The strongest environmental protection laws in the world actually come from the EU. We're living in a globalised world now, and actually when people say things like I've lost control of my country, they feel like they've lost power as an individual, but power's actually gone to corporations. So people blame Brussels for their loss of power, but really it's because politicians haven't stood up to corporations, and we need politicians to stand up to corporations, and we need to do that at a body that's higher than our country, and that's why it makes sense to do that in the European Union.
Well, we've in excess of 50 MEPs in the European Parliament, so we're working as a very effective green bloc.
We're seen to be a leading force in the European Parliament.
By working together, we can solve the most urgent problems facing us: tax avoidance, climate change, terrorism and many others.
We don't just take money from giant corporations who are going to damage the planet or damage human rights. So we need local people who share our values to give.
What's in it for you is your future and your children's future and your grandchildren's future. It's about everybody's future as part of a collaborative club. By providing us even a tenner, maybe more, you're buying into that notion, and then you're making sure we can spread the message to the people who haven't yet heard it and who desperately need to hear it.